Hi, I'm Ash Rhodes, and I'm back again for the second time this week to give you just a couple of additional tips and tricks on creating a better environment for your Zoom, WebEx, whatever video calls that you have. Our previous video was a really quick flyby, and I'm here now to kind of flesh out some of those things, give you some examples, and I'll send you on your way. This shouldn't take long, but buckle up. We talked a little bit about positioning your video so that it's right at eye level. Now, I am talking to a camera that it's way far away, so it doesn't quite show where it's situated. If you're working with your video camera that's right there on your laptop or your computer, if it's down low like this, you're not going to have a good time. So I'm going to show you real quick on my own laptop what it looks like. And so, oh my God, this isn't a good angle for anybody in the whole history of the world. You do not want to spend an entire meeting talking with me from this angle. I don't want to look at me. Jesus, when did I get this old? Stop it. Stop it now. You can also buy something as simple as, this one's a roost. It costs a little bit more. I've had one this one's probably 10 years old. But they make knockoffs that maybe run 30 bucks. Get them on Amazon. I'll throw a couple of links in. They're probably going to end up being affiliate. Warning you right now. But if you up the angle, helps if I put it on the right way. Oh, look at that. Suddenly, my entire laptop is at eye height. I'm still old. Let's not forget that. But suddenly, you don't have an ugly chin shelf, and you're talking directly into the person as if you're in a proper face-to-face meeting. This is a much better angle, no matter what way you cut it. Hi, self. It's nice to see you again. Now, can't help but notice, let's get that out of here. Can't help but notice that it's pretty dark. Let's talk lighting. We're losing the light. It's kind of late in the day, and so while we are still facing some beautiful open windows, it's not quite getting the effect that it had on our onboard webcam. So what do? Excellent question. What you do is you use some supplemental lighting that I mentioned before. You've got a lot of different options available to you. You can use what you've got already set up in your workspace, or, here, even just turning on a single lamp that's at least 10 feet away does. Suddenly you can see me. Isn't that crazy? Huzzah! So that helps quite a lot. Now, if you want something more than just that, look at that. It's a desk lamp, probably cost $10, $15. I stole this from my daughter because I have this exact same setup for her in her bedroom for video calls in her school. Now, all I did was clamp it onto my really janky little desk. So again, let's see what the change. I'm an idiot. It was the other way. Much better, much more even light, and you can adjust it to face any way that you need to. Again, it's just pointing up. It's getting a little bit of bounce off the roof, off the ceiling. And hi there. Suddenly, I'm a well-illuminated person that's talking to you. Howdy. So, we've got one more thing to show you, but I need to be right back. Oh, you know what? I'll just show it to you real quick. The fancy illuminated makeup mirror that I was telling you guys about. This one I blatantly stole from my flatmate. I have no idea if she knows that I have it, and she'll see it in my video, and then she'll say, Ash, why the hell do you have this? And I will say, I don't know what you're talking about. I have had this all the time. This is my makeup mirror, not yours. And then she'll say, you have an illuminated makeup mirror? Why do you have an illuminated makeup mirror? Then I'll say, why do you ask so many questions? And it will get awkward. I have no idea how much this costs, but I'm assured that it's under $20. I'll go on Amazon, figure it out, and again, put a link down below. One moment. Be right back. I'm back again. Look at that. Just sits right there. You can see just how incredibly bare bones this room is. Look at that. The magic of mirrors. So, turn this back on. This time, I've got it right in front. I think that's probably going to be too much illumination, and I'll have to rearrange things. And that's why it's important to not do this live, like I kind of am here. Look at that. That actually looks really, really nice. It's a nice, even... Yeah, that looks... And what's more is it weirdly makes me look less... I should be doing this the whole time. I feel like we've all learned something today, and that's that Ash should really have been like taking his own advice this whole time, because this like even illumination just makes everybody look good. Because if it can make me look good, it can make you look good. Okay, don't think we're done though. We still have to talk about backgrounds. Now, I've mentioned, and I have made fun of endlessly, my incredibly weird background. It's not weird. I mean, it's a bookcase. Bookcases are not weird. They're amazing. They're fucking awesome. But, like, who has a vaguely V-shaped bookcase which is filled with super nerdy books about, like, Celtic mythology next to The Black Death, next to The Expanse? If you haven't read The Expanse, you should read The Expanse. And like all of my business books. Nobody. I just threw all of my books on here with no actual rhyme or reason because I'm a nerd. These are just on here because this is where I have Zoom calls and WebEx calls and record videos for you folks. So you don't need to do this. You don't need to set up a background like this. I challenged you that you have something in your house that is cool and professional looking and that would be interesting. So I just went and opened up some random closets in my house and I found stuff. I don't want to take down all of this. So imagine a little bit of empty space. And I could throw up some kick-ass, old school, like, roll-up, which is kind of like old, I don't know, is that kind of like a brownie? Honestly, I don't know. That my father-in-law gave me that could be set up artistically behind me. And that's not the only one. We also have some, like, is that a range? Yeah, it's a Zeiss icon. Listen, I'm going to end up dropping this if I'm not careful, but set them up artistically behind you without dropping them and destroying something that is like a work of art, in my opinion. You don't want to set up something along those lines. You don't have a spare bookcase because you're not a complete dork like I am. No problem. I got you covered. This stand has been in my house or in my possession for something like 5 years. I've used it for everything from a bedstand, like super cheap, dorky bedstand, all the way through to this exact purpose. And it is broken in like 19 different ways, but make it look quite right. Oh, look. Hello, me. Ta-da! You can't see anything behind me. It works just perfectly. These are on sale, I know for a fact, on Amazon. They might be sold out because so many people are using Zoom, but I kind of doubt it. And what's more, you don't like this one? Not a problem. You can go with something like this instead. I believe this one came from Amazon as well, but I stole it from my flatmate. She's really going to have some trust issues after this, but that's what she gets for living with someone like me. No, for reals. This is, again, fairly cheap, I believe, and I admit, it's way cooler than mine. Like, super cool. She uses it every single day at her work. No problem. So yeah, you've got options. You can decorate with your own stuff. You can buy a screen. You can buy several different varieties of screens. I'm told that you can buy screens and solutions that cost hundreds of dollars. You've got something. Again, I have to mention that there are all sorts of webcams that also will help you out. There are a lot of webcams that are completely sold out. Those Logitechs that I mentioned are kind of hard to get your hands on and hundreds of dollars. The Wise brand of security cams are $25 at their cheapest that look like the Rick and Morty butter bots. And they put out a firmware update that flashes them to turn them into a webcam. I've included that link below as well. They work fantastically. I used them for the better part of like 3 months with no issues whatsoever. So again, you've got options there too. My name is Ash Rhodes. I'm here to help.